Nigga finna get his ass, man. Boom.
Who rock? Probably watch. He about to get rocked all game.
Cincinnati Bengals lucky I can't gort that nigga, gort man that nigga, it'll really bad that nigga.
On me.
Cause you keep playing like a nigga can't.
If you say kick him, it won't do it.
Yeah, if you say kick, it won't do it.
If you say boot,
Yeah.
it will.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia.
That's just too much work.
I already know.
That's the only reason why R&B did it.
Just send the message. Here, nigga, look. Quit playing.
Right, you out here really
guys get set to
do it,
match
young boy.
up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons.
All right.
Come, oh my God, bro, what the fuck is that?
Who, me?
Man, bro.
Oh,
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me,
get out of here!
20-point score.
Wow!
You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30,
come on, Dion.
Telling you, bro. This is, I'm just not into it at all.
And the completion, but now they face third down. That's a staple of this offense.
Time for that rebuild.
Like, at all, bro. Yeah, I've thrown 4 interceptions.
Still an effective gain nonetheless.
You better run the
4,
ball.
nigga.
You got one of the top running backs in the league.
You can't run the ball, motherfuckers is committing on the run.
Yeah, Chavez, I mean not Chavez, Jersey do commit.
Just under 20 yards.
You just start doing that. Then they go to play action over the top.
At the 40-yard line. They run the counter. It's Roth, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to.
Come on, you got to block
team
him,
that
man.
runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
It's a loss of a yard. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
In here on 2nd down, this time complete. And he gets it down to the 32. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Going to throw right side here, complete. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. And the Buccaneer first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Wow.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. 2nd and 7 at the 19-yard line. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Good
Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And they will finally get it as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Well, that is a a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. From the gun to give to Mixon. And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Falcons. Joe Mixon, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have taken the early lead.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here.
Oh, that's who that is. That's Amon-Ra.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Run the fucking route. Shit is irritating as fuck.
Pick up there, it'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2.
Wow,
Here's 2nd and 8.
Yeah, this quarterback might not be for me, man.
Now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Lance. Yeah, nigga. 5 picks.
Gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Let's go.
Here's 1st and 10.
Great tackle.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Great little underneath route side.
That's complete to his receiver.
Great little underneath route.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Well, you said you were going to get rid of
on the year. It's a 1st down.
I can't.
So far,
you seen that nigga
3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
That nigga Godwin feeling some type of way.
Rely on your scouting. You think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing out 2nd down.
This defense is really floating around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Boy, niggas live in this. Niggas be living in the same formations, boy. I tell you. Jesus Christ.
From 10 yards
offense and defense,
the Buccaneers are an extra point.
Let's go, Moore.
Tying up this football game. And he's got it up and through.
That ties the game at 7. Why not see if maybe that's it?
So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, it's not going to. We still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
On first down, it's Gurley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On first down, Locke. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Looking to throw again on second down. Locke. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. Mixon with a first down and more. And he's going to wind up getting this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And the Falcons are going to have a first and goal. As some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. A good run of 6 yards there gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up. From the 2 now, second and goal.
Oh my God.
Shotgun snap to Locke.
Get the fuck out of here,
And he
man.
is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
So many blocking the back throws.
From 2 yards out, and the Falcons have taken the lead. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
What's the score over there now, Valley?
17-10. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, nigga. Let me know something. Let me know something, nigga.
And this will be incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that he was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes.
Nigga, let's go, Tavarius Moore. Another one, that's cool, bro.
Hugging it to your body and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Fuck
yeah, they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Joe Mixon. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Locke. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be taken down into 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Bro,
and he slings
the ball
one,
right
it's
in his
incomplete.
face.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got it complete. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And
all right, stop him out this time.
Yep.
All right, stop.
Yeah, stop behind him, Mom.
Yeah. You going to work today?
Yeah.
Have a good day at work, brother.
You know.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Right hash, 37-yard attempt.
Get your balance. Oh, come on.
Right,
get your balance.
And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Oh, yeah, if you would have got balance quicker than that, he was gone.
They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway.
See, that's all commit right there.
And we will not see
that was all commit.
The half, as this will be a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have the lead
nigga tied, bro. Everywhere this nigga is a motherfucking superstar.
Like, how does... Come on, bro.
Okay, Murphy.
How the fuck is everybody over there?
Okay, nigga, y'all should have seen this fucking pick.
I'll tell you. Niggas' whole defense ran to the screen. Every single person.
One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach,
Murphy.
and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 17, Falcons 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now, last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the
Let's go. Let's get in there.
The last play got just a yard.
12-0 right now.
26.
And that last carry puts him right
Yeah, I'm
at
about
100
to
yards
kick the
for the
extra
game.
point.
So how has
I
he
was
done
going
it?
to go for 2,
Because he's
but
been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then
get the extra
Big
point.
loss here as he's taken down. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally
17-14 over
they're
here.
able to get home. That means
Oh,
other
y'all
guys
niggas
on his
playing
team
for
helped
him.
him out a lot. That they
He was up.
occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation. Allows him
Now
to get
you
home.
up 17-14?
Yeah, Murphy Bunny just got this
On
one
third
pick.
and long, it's Locke. The
Really
catch
helped me
made
out.
by DeAndre Hopkins.
It's a lot of football left over
And he's
here.
able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth. And here's Hoff-Richter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line.
He said it's triangle and up.
41-yard punt there with no return. And possession will switch hands first
You
and
put triangle up on the right stick.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now
about
on the
to get this
sideline.
one
Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score
going.
points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
That's a pick.
Oh my God.
What was
Bro,
that, bro?
get the fuck out of here, man.
Pick.
God
This nigga
damn.
swatted it down. That was a pick.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Shit.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Get the fuck out of here with that shit, bro.
Because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete
They gave me a holding.
Here's
Not
second
needed.
and 10 now from the 35.
Fucking, whatever,
And
man.
to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 16 yards, a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense.
Why
Because a lot
am
of
I
these
feeling
runs,
how
he's
I
getting
feel
past the
about
point
this
of
shit
attack,
right now?
and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
nigga.
No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
No gain.
That nigga Jonathan Taylor going.
And 10 at the 50-yard line.
Now a dump off here complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. But he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is
4th and 1, we can go to it over our 45.
I don't know. I gotta look. I thought it was 4th and anything like 4th and 5. I don't know if it's in the red zone or after the
feeling like they're not
45.
quite in field goal range.
I have to look at the pitch.
Go for it on 4th.
I think after the 45, you can go for it 4th and under. 4th and 5 and under.
He's going to have his running back.
Yeah, it was 4th and 1.
And he's going to get this 45. One down to the edge of the red zone. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
Kick is good.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play.
With it, trying to blitz, trying to blitz everybody. Niggas run committed on them. Rushed everybody and run committed.
In today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Maybe he didn't.
Fun, bro.
Just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They look to throw. It's locked.
As I said, like maybe not making the playoffs, maybe will trigger something.
That's if you don't make the playoffs, bro.
I'm not.
3rd down.
Maybe. I got 5 losses.
Shit. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how tight we are. But it depends if you win or lose the rest of them.
Block working out of the gun. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted.
Shit, Murphy.
Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
At the 41-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer.
So
lucky.
Oh, God, bro.
So lucky.
It's a fucking interception.
That's what that is.
Goddamn ball.
What happened with me, bro? You're so lucky.
Fuck. I gotta float that, man.
It's annoying as fuck.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
After the turnover, here's Long.
Woo, Murphy-Bunting, let's go.
It's
3 of them.
Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he will
Get
bring it
out
back
of
to
here.
the 4-yard line. So now he's equal his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down.
Wildcat. Niggas is so trash.
For a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great play there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the
one fucking play, nigga. This nigga got me. My nigga fumbled. That got a bitch.
The Falcons, they'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. The Falcons on 3rd down.
I can't even play the fucking ball. This is so fucking ridiculous, man.
He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he is going to have a Falcons first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. It's a gain of 4 there.
So fucking annoying, bro.
Again, they'll throw with Locke. On the right side, open is Gesicki. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he's got room. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 21 yards. They fake the handoff. Now Locke. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch. Take the hit. And pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29.
8-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Lock gonna go on 4th down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. Charles, are you kidding me? 4
Nigga intercepted the ball and high stepped into the middle of the crowd instead of turning the ball up the field for a pick 6.
When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4.
Shit makes no sense, man.
What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Yeah, they need to pick that shit where they only have control of the man again.
2nd and 5.
Looking to throw.
So weak. I got stuck on a player, bro.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45.
At their own 45-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. yards. At the 28-yard line. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And this is caught at the 8. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Normally you think
How much time y'all got left?
You got 3 minutes.
Case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
What was good?
All right, just asking.
Oh, okay.
Lock now on 3rd and goal. And he is going to go down.
Oh, can you say excuse me or anything?
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never
feel like you just snatched it under
the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They'll go for it. It's Locke. Escaping the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And fights through one man. And he is out of bounds up around the 14-yard line. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. First down.
3-game losing streak, bro.
Right back to him on first down. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
What? It's right here in the bucket.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Made at the 38-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Roth. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Oh, my God.
I've got an idea. Let's get racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
And it's 3rd down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down,
get out of here.
Turn to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the
get
confidence
out
to
of
hand
here,
it to
bro.
and keep picking up good
get
yardage.
Out of here, bro. Get out of here. I'll fuck this game up. All I had to do was run the fucking ball. What was I thinking, bro? What the fuck was I thinking?